Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about the Captan mob and how to farm for it, whether you should be farming in rank 1 or in rank 3, because the Captan mob has been out for quite some time, so we have a little bit more data in order to determine whether we should be farming combat zones, exploration zones, or just the blue portals in general. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to show you guys is a fan-made website over here called PSO2 Robo Arks.jp, and in this article they collected a crap ton of data on the JP server in order to determine which farming method is the best. So the first tab over here is Alnothe rank 3, and you can see that they get on average 4 to 16 captains per hour. And this is because when you are farming in rank 3, there is a higher chance of getting the chaos trials, and chaos trials are simply just two separate T's happening at the same time, which gives you double the chance of spawning a Captan mob, since Captan mobs only spawn during trials. And this is why rank 3 gives the most Captan spawns of 16. Now do keep in mind this is on average of a party of 8, okay? You can get a lot more spawns if you have a much bigger party of players. However, on the JP side of things, they did it in groups of 8. That way everyone in the party would be able to participate in the kill in order to get the loot. However, now for the big question, and that is Alnothe rank 1. So again, in the same party of 8, if each person makes their own separate room, they get a total of 5 to 14 Captan spawns every single hour. So we can see by comparing these two, rank 1 is better if you do not trust your RNG. If you have a group of people that are just incredibly unlucky, then you might as well just run rank 1 because you are guaranteed at least 5 Captan spawns per hour. Versus if you run rank 3, then you might only get 4 Captan spawns per hour, which is less. However, if you do believe in your luck and you do believe in RNG, or if simply your group is just really geared and really cracked, then do rank 3. So the TLDR of whether you should be farming Alnothe rank 1 or Alnothe rank 3 depends on your party's gear, because if everyone is 2-shot or 3-shotting mobs in rank 3, then obviously you want to run rank 3 because it's going to be almost the same speed as running rank 1, so you'll naturally get more Captan spawns and get closer to the average spawn of 16 Captans per hour. However, if your party is relatively low geared and not extremely powerful, then you might as well just stick with Alnothe rank 1, as you are guaranteed at least 5 Captans per hour, up to around 14 Captans per hour, okay? Now for the big question over here, and that is exploration zones, the 32-man zones. Unfortunately, on the JP server, they have not collected enough data in order to rank this yet, so they simply just said they don't know yet because they haven't tested a full 32-man group in this farming session. However, Tobias over here in my comment section said that they were able to get 26 Captan spawns per hour when they were farming in North Alio. So North Alio is relatively large. There are two sections of North Alio. There's the swamp area, which we consider the south part of North Alio, and then there's the mountainous area, which we consider the north part of North Alio. So they did it in parties of 2. So even though they had 21 people participating, they had 11 parties running different rooms at the same time. And this way they could clear the map extremely quickly because they had one person clearing the south part of North Alio and another person clearing the north part of North Alio. And whenever the T spawned, if it was not a captain, they just remade the room and they rinse and repeat, and they were able to get 26 Captan spawns, which is pretty crazy because some of them actually got their 100 Mastery 3 clears, and Tobias personally got 134 Mastery 3s in 4 hours and 16 minutes. So this is insane. However, this does take a lot of coordination because you're dealing with a much bigger party. Instead of just having 8 people, you have 21 people, up to the potential maximum of 32 players. If you run this with 32 players, I'm pretty sure you will get more than 26 Captan spawns per hour. However, unfortunately on the JP side and on the global side, we don't have enough data, or maybe people aren't collecting the data, so we don't actually know how consistent this method is. But in my personal opinion, if you have 20 players or more, I would recommend using the exploration zone, simply because if any one of you guys get a captain to spawn, all 20 players benefit from it. While if we use the Alnothe rank 3 or rank 1 method, only 8 people can benefit. So the exploration zone is definitely going to benefit more players. But some people have been asking, what about other combat zones other than Retem Alnothe? Unfortunately, it is not as effective simply because the maps are a lot bigger and the mobs take a little bit longer to kill because of HP pools. So yeah, unfortunately, it is only ranked 2 stars. You know, it's nowhere near the level of Retem Alnothe. And they even tested just rank 3 regular farming, just PSE farming. So just like our traditional combat zones, you go into a room, you farm indefinitely. Unfortunately, per hour, you only get 0 to 3 captain spawns. So it is a lot less effective than the room swapping method. Now, the next question I get asked a lot is, does rare drop rate actually affect the drops of the captain mob? From my testing, I don't really see that much of a difference in the drops, but we do need to look at how the drop system works. So you can see over here that a mob has the chance of potentially dropping 9 different capsules. And I believe that the captain mob doesn't actually drop any weapons or armors. So that means that these weapon slots as well as these armor slots will not drop. Now, I don't know if the captain mob actually drops triggers, like yellow and purple triggers. However, the potential maximum of capsules that you can get is 9, alright? So when you kill a captain mob, the captain mob has a chance of dropping any of these 9 capsules. However, on top of that, there are the mastery capsules, which are not included here. However, I believe the mastery capsules do take up one of the capsule slots right here. So the total maximum of capsules that you can get of each different type is going to be 9 different capsules, okay? So in conclusion, if you are farming for the captain mob, it depends on how many players you have. If you have 8 players or less, you want to use the Retem Alnothe room swapping method. So that means everyone makes their own separate room. So you have a total of 8 different rooms and you just keep password switching whenever you see the T and it is not a captain mob. You just immediately change your password, so it remakes another room and you rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And if any one of you 8 do get a captain to spawn, you type in party chat or group chat or whatever chat and everyone joins their room, you kill it, and you just grind that over and over. Now, whether you should be farming rank 1 or rank 3 will depend on your party's gear. If everyone is geared out of the wazoo with like 2200 battle power or 2150 battle power or above, then sure, you guys would probably farm for rank 3 and you will potentially get more captain spawns. However, if you're extremely unlucky or your RNG is just really bad, you might want to farm Retem Alnothe rank 1 because that guarantees you at least 5 captain spawns per hour versus rank 3 where you can get a minimum of 4 spawns per hour. However, if you're super geared, I still think rank 3 is the better bet. However, if you do have some people that are a little bit under geared or not super powerful or trying to level up other classes and trying to do other things at the same time, then I would recommend just sticking with rank 1 as it is going to be a lot easier. You're going to blast through rooms faster and thus you have more chances of spawning the captain mob. Now, if you have more than 8 players, I would recommend at least 20 players to be perfectly honest with you guys. Then you can think about North Alio exploration zones, simply because North Alio is split into 2 halves. You got the south part, you got the north part, or the swamp part and the mountainous part. You have 2 people farm each room, you have at least 10 rooms going, and then when any of you guys do get a captain mob, everyone joins that room. And the benefits of that is you get more loot because if a captain mob spawns, there's 20 people or up to 32 people which get the loot each time it spawns, which is going to help your party overall if you're trying to funnel all your mastery 3 capsules to a specific person, for example, or you're trying to work together as a group to gear specific people really quickly. That is definitely going to be very helpful and might actually be more efficient in the big picture. However, it does require a lot of coordination and I do not have a large enough sample size in order to prove that that method is actually better than the Alnothe combat zone room swapping method. Okay? Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the rest.